Hey, what's going on, guys? Jay Will here again at Veteran Nerd Review, getting ready to do another Marvel Legends review for you guys on the Marvel Legends Age of Apocalypse Sabretooth figure. And I do have him posed on a stand with his little, I guess you call it pet slash tracker, Wild Child. But I thought it would look cool for you guys. So taking these guys off the stand real fast. This is one of my more preferred looks for Sabretooth. I do have a couple other Sabretooths I'm going to show you guys here in a second once I get further into the review. But I just wanted to point out that yeah, I definitely like this design pattern, like this design a little bit more as far as the Sabretooth look overall. Yeah, I believe in this timeline I believe I remember seeing a panel where he was announcing or telling Wolverine that he's his son, or he's the son of Wolverine in one of these panels. So I figured that was a pretty cool story point line. But yeah, pretty cool figure, nice beefy mold. He does utilize some molds from some previous figures, and I'll get into that in a second. But for now, as always, we're going to get into the box first, the packaging he comes in. We're going to do some comparisons, and then we're going to get into the figure a little bit more. Alright, so starting off here, we have it's kind of standard old school Hasbro packaging. The window box here, X-Men Sabretooth. That's artwork right on the sides. Of course, it has Apocalypse's face right there at the top. Same artwork on the other side. Some pretty nice looking artwork on the back. That's the wave right here. Wave 2 of the X-Men Apocalypse, or Age of Apocalypse wave. That's all who you need to get if you want to build this set. Has a little read up right here. Want to read that? Go ahead and pause it now. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, it does. I noticed that the previous line had artwork of the figure itself on the back, and this line looks like it has actual comic book artwork. So I figure that's pretty cool that they kind of transitioned to that, because that's a pretty cool image right there, Sabretooth. But yeah, and that's it for the box. Now I'll bring this guy a little bit closer for you guys to see him. Pretty beefy guy. This is one of the beefier ended Sabretooths as far as like Sabretooths or teeth. LOL. I'll call him Sabretooth for right now. Sabretooths. Anyway, yeah, pretty decent sculpting, bulk here. Nice sculpted in hair on the arms there. As you can see. Yeah, it's kind of like a raised kind of texture on his arms and shoulders and whatnot. So yeah. I do have I have two other Sabretooths that I'm going to bring out eventually and probably review, but I have these two for now. As far as comparisons go, I have the Build-A-Figure Sabretooth right there from the previous line. I believe that was the Apocalypse line. Then I have the Select Sabretooth. I don't have him fully extended at his knees because he does give me a little bit of trouble as far as like balancing and whatnot. I'm going to try to extend him up for you guys so we can see his full height. Just don't fall over for me. So yeah, he's about almost the same exact height as the Select Sabretooth. So that's pretty decent. But the Select Sabretooth is hunched over significantly. And he doesn't have an ab crunch. So if he stood up straight, he probably would be a good deal taller than Age of Apocalypse Sabretooth. But yeah. Bringing these guys out. And to show you guys the body that they kind of use for this mold, we have the I believe Juggernaut Build-A-Figure Colossus. Yeah, I think that was him. Wasn't a big fan of this uniform choice though, but yeah, we did get the 80 Years 2-pack with Colossus and Juggernaut later on. But yeah, this worked for now for the shelf, and I do have that 2-pack as well. So yeah, but that Colossus is kind of on a shelf where I can't really get to him right now. Anyway, this Sabretooth, Colossus right here, they use his body mold significantly, I believe, for this Sabretooth, which is why I feel like they had to go ahead and make the Colossus Build-A-Figure for this wave significantly bigger, because you can't really have Sabretooth and Colossus the same size in this wave, or any wave really, because Colossus is a big guy, like significantly larger than a Sabretooth. And just because we have to have a Wolverine in a review of Sabretooth, we have his previous wave mate, the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine from that wave. So you can see how those guys look. And like I said, I do believe I remember seeing a panel where this Sabretooth told this Wolverine that he's his son. So yeah, I do remember that. I do kind of think I prefer the storylines where Sabretooth is just Wolverine's brother, or just a rival from the Weapon X program. But nevertheless, as far as accessories go, this Sabretooth comes with a pair of kind of like grippy hands, one trigger looking hand right here, the grippy hand for the chain. And it comes with a set of down to business hands. And it comes with an alternate head with a relaxed kind of like grinning or smirking face, but I prefer the white eyes. I always like it when Wolverine or Sabretooth like kind of berserk out and they have the white eye effect thing going where they just can't think of anything but like just rage. But yeah. And also as a Build-A-Figure piece, he comes with the Build-A-Figure Colossus head and the bandana that plugs to the back of his head. I think I'm going to save that for the Build-A-Figure video. Now getting down to brass tacks, let's see what this figure can do. Let's see what you got, Sabretooth, Victor Creed. His head can move up that far. He has a posable, let me pop it back in real fast. He has a ponytail that's posable right here. You can swing it around, so I think that's a pretty cool feature. They should put that on more figures with hair, so he can get the hair out the way. But yeah, it can look up that far, down that far. Well, yeah, I had to crack it a little bit. But yeah, almost touch his chin to his chest. And of course, side to side motion. Shoulders move out that far. Of course, pivot all the way around. Bicep cut. He has a single jointed elbow. It bends in just a little bit under 90 degrees, I believe. It doesn't really, from my point of view, it doesn't look like 90 to me. Wrist swivel with up and down motion on the wrist. He has a big, thick, strong bicep, well, torso cut right there. Crunch. So you can crunch back that far, crunch forward this far. So not bad. Has a waist cut right there as well. Has a kick out to the side that far, so not a split or anything like that, but he's a big guy, so you don't expect him to be that agile. Kicks out that far, but it kind of has like a bit of a wide joint right there, as you can see from the crotch, so it kind of has to round his leg out so a little bit for him to kick all the way up. Double joint knees. They bend in that far, kind of hinder just a little bit, but the thicker cuff right there. No boot cut from what I can see. I've tried to play around with this for a little bit, but yeah. Then he has ankle pivot, as well as up and down motion for the feet there. Yeah, pretty solid guy. Pretty good detail, nice amount of posability for him. A good reuse of that Colossus body, because in this storyline, Sabretooth was a pretty big, beefy looking guy. Kind of missed the fur around the collar though a little bit. That's kind of like one of my favorite things to see on Sabretooth. Yeah, that fur collar, like he was fancy. But yeah, so pretty decent figure, guys. If you guys can come across him, I think I paid maybe like 14 or 15 bucks for him, because I don't know why, but a lot of people, I guess, just didn't like the Apocalypse waves, both of them that came out, so they were both pretty cheap whenever I started buying them. And so yeah, I think I paid like around the $14, $15 mark for this guy on Amazon. But yeah, if you guys can come across with that price, go ahead and pick him up. Pretty cool figure. Definitely worth having in your collection, especially if you want to have a completed or fully, fully fleshed out Age of Apocalypse wave for your shelf, whatever. Go ahead and pick this guy up. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, leave your thoughts, and I will be getting to you guys with the rest of this wave, and I'll be doing a Build-A-Figure wave or Build-A-Figure review on the Colossus when all is said and done. And as always, appreciate you guys for stopping by. Alright, you guys be safe out there, and take it easy.